Hello everyone, how are you all doing? This is Yix here at Magna Crypto, back again with another video. As per usual, I'll be doing an end of week market breakdown, analysing about 10 cryptocurrencies. So stick around and let's get the show on the road. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're getting some value from this content. Very much appreciate that. Cue the intro. So let's begin with Bitcoin. Now, as mentioned in my last breakdown midweek, Bitcoin is looking very bullish. As you can see, the previous high of 58,900 has been broken and we're about to close above it for this week. So that's a very bullish sign. And then on top of that, this candle is one of those candles which is more of a segue onto the next rally. So it's just going to continue what it done before. Now, of course, it's not a guarantee that it's going to carry on going up, but the fact that it's cleared the previous resistance level and it's about to close there leads me to believe that's about to move on to the next level, and that's to go towards 60,000 firstly, and then to 62, and then beyond. So I think we are in the clear for Bitcoin. Nothing else really to say there, just we've got to be patient and let it run its course. Moving over to Ethereum. Ethereum, similar situation. For those that saw the previous breakdowns, I did place this Fibonacci not too long ago, and the levels have been hit perfectly, especially the 786. If we move to the daily time frame, maybe we can see a little bit more detail exactly there. So the fact that it touched the 0.27 as support, which is also the previous resistance level, now support, and it's now on the precipice of breaking above previous resistance. Now it did spike above that, but on the daily time frame it's about to close above there. Going back to the weekly, on the weekly it just shows bullish momentum. It's not really showing much sign of slowing down. Now, a similar candle as Bitcoin, so is this somewhat of a segue between the previous rally and the next. So it's looking like it wants to break further into the upside and make new highs. So Ethereum is looking very bullish as well. Now, the next major target that I can see in sight is the 2500 level. That's where most people will be looking at next. So that is the next main target. Now, of course, it's not going to be straight road up. It's going to be a bit of consolidation, but that's where I'll be looking for next. So yeah, it's looking very bullish. You know, if you haven't loaded up your Ethereum, you know, this is a good chance to get in once again. Of course, that's unlicensed, unprofessional advice, so do with that what you want. Next, we'll move to Litecoin. So Litecoin also is looking very bullish. So this W pattern, this double bottom, which I drew not too long ago, I think probably in the last breakdown, I was saying that it's looking very bullish to break out. It has now done that beautifully from 203 to 250. So nice breakout to the upside, breaking past some resistance here as well. On the daily time frame, it looks a lot more clearer. So again, as I said, I mentioned this in my last breakdown, beautiful double bottom right here. And it's just confirming that now. So we may get retest of this level right here before it continues on, or it might just carry on spiking to the upside. But the levels next that I see, look at this perfect test of the 0.27 on the Fibonacci. The next level is the 618 and the 786, which is basically up to $300. So that's what we're seeing there. Where is the last all-time high? So that lines up with the last major high at $312, which was made back in 2017, the end of 2017. So it's basically it's moving towards creating new all-time highs, breaking the record. So it's moving along that way. Of course, it's still not a guarantee. I always like to look at the downside as well as the upside. So support is found at the previous resistance, which is 227. That is quite a good support level. If it falls below that, then we've got $213. Next, we'll have a look at Cardano. So Cardano is actually looking quite good now. Around this point, when the first red candle, when the rejection started, I was on the bearish side, and I was correct in that analysis. I thought it could go lower than 95, but that was where it turned around. Now it's looking like it's in a pennant, which could be a good sign. It's somewhat of a consolidation pattern. So after a big rally or a move to the downside, you'll have a pennant, which looks like a triangle aimed towards the right. And in this consolidation, it's basically a pause. So it will move between these two levels before breaking in the direction that it was going before. So in this instance, it was a rally, a massive rally. We've got pennant, and it's about to break to the upside, which is a bullish sign. So the bullish case, of course, would be a move to the upside. And then I measured this, which is the length of the pennant, move that over to the breakout point. So it could be a move towards back to 150 and maybe beyond. So at the moment, it's just broken out. I think literally just now. Yeah, so just now it's broken out. So let's see if the bulls take control or if it moves to the downside, because it could be a false breakout and then move to the downside. That's also a possibility. Let's clean this up quickly. So next we have wanchain. So this has been in the bullish, in bull mode for quite a little while, starting from early March or beginning of March all the way up until now. So just absolute green candles galore. However, we haven't seen a correction or retracement at all just yet. So this definitely leads me to believe it's overdue for somewhat of a correction, at least of 20% or something like this. So it just rejected of a key level, or just above the key level of 250. So for me, if it stays below 250, then we're probably going to see further correction. If however it manages to get above 250, then I think it could move towards $3. Now you can see historically there is some resistance at around 250, so that makes a lot of sense. People are taking profits at this point. This may get pushed back down to some support, maybe at $210, or even just a little bit at 223. If that doesn't hold, then the next support level would be all the way down to 138. It's definitely a possibility, because when you have a massive move like this, of course the momentum will swing back the other way, so it could move towards that lower level. I will have to see how it responds when it finds some support. So moving to daily, similar story. We could move down below $2. There is a bit of support at around 160, but the major support is at like 113 on the daily time frame, that is. But on the weekly, there is good support at 138 to 140. If it, again, as I said, if it managed to close above 250, then the next support level would be at around $3. So let's see how it performs. But I would say I'm leaning towards the bearish side due to the fact that this rally has lasted so long. So next we'll have a look at PUNDIX. Now there isn't too much to go by, because from looking at the website, they just switched. So starting from the 30th of March to 2021, they've begun the token reduction swap from NPXS token to PUNDIX token after taking the poll results. So this is a new move essentially. So you can't really see too much. There's not enough data to go by to make any judgment, but of course it's still in free for all. It seems to have found a little bit of support at 380.87, but again, this is still all red. So once we see a green candle and once we see a bottoming process begin, then we can clearly see where it wants to head. The 4 hours showing a bit, some sign of support, but even this, it's not enough data to go to actually make a decision whether it's found support yet. So it's most likely going to keep falling until it finds a base. Next, we'll have a look at vechain. Vechain has performed quite well this year. It's been amongst the outstanding performance, I would say. Currently, massive green candle over here. Full bullish momentum. I would say this looks like it's at the end of a measured move. However, if you measure this right here from that support level and move it towards here, it's literally at the end of a move just there. So similar to the other crypto I just covered, it looks like it's at the end of a move. So I would say, there's more chance of further correction or retracement than there is an upside, and that's looking at it from the weekly time frame. Looking at it from the daily time frame, however, you can see it's already retraced somewhat, maybe 10+%. If this is just a quick profit taking level, which is possible, so from the support level, it's been a nice rally, a bit of retracement. Now this could carry on into the bullish momentum, looking at it from this daily time frame. So if that is the case, then we could see this move go all the way up to $17 or 17 cents and some change. So it depends though, of course. If this candle turns into proper big red candle, then the correction will carry on, and the weekly time frame we'll probably see a red candle or a proper retracement. If that is the case, support levels would be found at first 11 to 12 cents, then 10 cents and some change, and then we've got, of course, the ascending triangle, so good resistance, which would become support at 9 cents and some change. Let's have a look at Chainlink now. Chainlink, similar to Litecoin, is looking like it's just about to finish its double bottom. You can see it much clearer on the daily time frame. So clear W pattern right here. This bottom tested twice, and it's now at the upper end of the move. So if it's able to close to break above this resistance level of $35, which is around the previous high, and then retest it, then the bulls would definitely be in control. It's looking very bullish in my opinion. So if it breaks past this, we could easily see $40, $45, and then $50. Now, if it doesn't break above this, although there is support around this level of $30, the next major support level is around $25. So let's see how it performs. But it's looking I'm liking this pattern right here. It's looking ripe for a breakout, but of course we've got to wait for confirmation before we get too excited. Now let's have a look at SingularityNet. I did mention this in the last few breakouts, few market breakdowns, and I was saying even around here, this is looking like a lovely pattern, ripe for a break to the upside. It's now done this, completed this beautifully, hit the target of 50 cents. And even looking at this pattern, it looks like it could potentially break past 50 cents. Having said that, of course, this is a massive move from 19-20 cents all the way to 50 cents. This is looking like a beautiful move, quite a big rally. So it's getting close to the point where it's probably going to retrace. Moving to the daily time frame, we can see a bit more clarity actually. This is looking like a sharp rising wedge. So if it actually breaks below this, then I would say it's probably about time that it's going to retrace and give back some of the gains. And support would probably be around 35 cents or potentially even down to 30 cents. The bullish case would be a break to the upside above 50 cents, and then for it to use 50 cent level as support. If it does that, then I would say it could be in the clear, and it could then open the field up for moves further to the upside. Now we've got the graph. So the graph token, I believe is, I'm not sure if it's the graph token or, now we have GRT, let's just say GRT. So GRT, before I was actually quite bullish on, but at the moment it's definitely looking like a bearish case scenario. Since this move, this correction, now you've got pennant, and as mentioned before, a pennant is a consolidation, and what normally happens is it will continue the move prior to this chart pattern. So before, of course, we saw massive red candle. Now I've got pennant. Potentially we could see this go to the downside. If it breaks below, then we could either see the 0.5 level at $1.30 or even further down to the $1 level. That is the bearish case, and that's how it's looking like to me, to be quite frank. And now, of course, the bullish case would be a break to the upside. I would want to see a proper strong candle or some nice moves to the upside, and then to test the previous resistance at $2.30. So if it breaks to the upside and we see some nice candles, green candles to the upside, then I would start to become bullish. But at the moment, this is looking quite bearish to me. So that'll be all for this market breakdown. Hope you got some value from that, and see you in the next video. Peace.